Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've gone live again. Yes! What possible reason could I have for going live? Am I distracting myself from working? Has it been a long day of recording Joey Landreth and Sonny Landreth style slide guitar parts? It has. I've been in probably 7 different open tunings today. And yeah, I thought I would take a break from that and get some of this Frank Gambale thing done before I have to teach. Because I've got to teach later on tonight. So yeah, let's have some fun, as they say. So I'm just going to hang around here, talk bollocks for a bit, see if anyone pops online with any questions. Because of course I am here to answer questions as well. I am here to help you, kill the time. The aesthetic edgy boy is online. How's it going? And Chuck is online too. Hello, Chuck. Levi is the man with 2 N's. Let's go with that. So yeah, this Frank Gambale transcription I'm going to take a look at today. This was something that actually one of you guys on one of my YouTube followers wants me to do as a job. So I'm not all about the money, or else I would, be doing this and getting paid rather than doing it for free on YouTube. Hello, Ryan. How's it going? So, yeah, rather than doing this as a job, I figured we could just, take a look at some of it here and have some fun with it. Maybe learn a little bit of something. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe we'll learn something. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll give up halfway through, because this piece involves tackling free time stuff, floating over the beat stuff, and that stuff always drives me absolutely fucking insane. So yeah, we'll see how I get on with that. That one should be fun. As usual, I'm just going to bring up my Patreon supporters, because this stream is brought to you by my supporters over on Patreon. So as always, thank you very much. Thank you kindly for your support. There is a link to my Patreon in the description. If you would like to join us over in my private Facebook group, you can do so for as little as $1. $1. And every little penny helps. So thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that. And of course, you can head on over to Amazon and check out one of my books. Just search for Levi Clay. I get a lot of questions from people saying, Levi, is there a better place to shop for your stuff than Amazon? Is there a better place where you'll get more money? No, I get great money for my books on Amazon. Absolutely fantastic money. So, yeah, Amazon actually produced the physical books for me. So, or at least for my publisher. So, yeah, no, absolutely. Shop on Amazon. That's absolutely fine by me. I do not mind that in the slightest. So, as always, thank you for your continued support. Good evening, Ciego Guitarist. And Ryan, I am doing... Yeah, I'm good. In the run-up to Christmas, I nipped out today to pick up a parcel from the post office, and then I made the foolish decision of nipping it into our local shopping precinct in order to pick up some last-minute stocking fillers for my wife. Yeah, I do it every year. I just turn up at the shops at the last possible moment, and then am surprised / annoyed by how busy the shops are. I waited through a lot of queues, and in the end, eventually just went, fuck it, this will do, and left the last shop. So, yeah, I guess I am prepared to be told off by her. Yeah, so there's that. I'm actually really bad at Christmas presents. I tend to buy something nice for someone and then immediately want to tell them what I got them, or immediately give it to them. So this year, I've got my wife some tickets for something, and I haven't told her what she's got, and I've managed to keep my mouth shut for, 3 months I think I've had them for. So yeah, I'm doing good in that respect. I'm learning, I'm growing as a person, which is always fun, right? The other thing I'd say is, if you guys are watching this and enjoying this, you don't support me on Patreon, and you don't want to give me any money, that's absolutely fine too. You can help support the channel just by sharing these videos. So if you are watching this and you think, oh, this is quite cool, I've got a friend or a student that might quite enjoy this content, let them know. Share it on their Facebook page, share it on your Facebook page, share it on Reddit, put it anywhere, do anything. Just help these streams to grow. Busy in Christmas music equals angrier than usual shopping experience. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm getting better at keeping my secrets. I will be a better secret keeper as the years go by. Yeah. Also, I'm not really one for Christmas. the capitalist utopian, the capitalist dystopia, I should say, that is Christmas. I consider myself a relatively generous person, so as the year goes by, if I see something that my wife would like or something that one of my friends would like, I tend to just buy it and give it to them. I don't like that idea of buying something then going, well, I've got to wait until the approved present giving time until you can have a present. No, it's all about the thought, right? And if I see something that I think you'll enjoy, I'm going to buy it for you and give it to you, because if you are in my life, I appreciate you. And the best way to show someone you appreciate them is to spend money on them. No, the best way to show someone you appreciate them is show them that you think about them, right? So waiting till Christmas? Nah, fuck that. What's up, Bumble Bess? How's it going? Maybe I should load up some of this Frank Gambale stuff and do a little bit of work then. But as always, I will be here. If you have any comments, if there's anything you want to ask, you just drop a comment in that comment section. I will see it and I will respond. So this is recording stuff that I need to... these are all audio examples that I have to get recorded. These are Bonnie Raitt style slide things. So got to get my guitar in open A, and I'll get on with that later. Oh, never ends. Okay, why don't we take a look at this Gambale thing, and you'll see what I mean when I talk about the kind of free time nature of it. So it sounds like this. You get the idea. So, Fusion Shred. Not my favourite. It's funny, I've been doing a lot of videos transcribing Gambale just recently, and he's not someone that I consider to be a huge influence on me. There's just the odd thing that he does that I think, oh, that was quite cool. And this video in its entirety isn't one of those things, but there are a few moments in it where I go, that was cool. I wonder what that was. And that's a big part of what transcribing is, right? Finding something that you think is interesting and then sitting down and actually transcribing the damn thing so you can steal the things that you enjoy. So, I see someone talking about Valentine's Day. I agree with that. Frank, the Shred King. I wish they'd play that in the shops, yeah. That's a good question. I did a video on this last year, talking about what your favourite Christmas guitar albums are, and I always come back to the Brad Paisley Christmas album. I think that's a great record. I really enjoy that record. So for those of you unfamiliar, Brad Paisley has a great Christmas record worth checking out. Some really cool guitar playing on there, and I hate Christmas music, shock horror. But that's one of the exceptions to the rule, I would say. In fact, there's so much good playing on that album that's an album that I can actually enjoy any time of the year. Though, of course, don't expect me to actually listen to Christmas music during the year. It's more one of those Christmas time rolls around, don't want to listen to any Christmas music. So what one can I put on? And it's usually that one. So I do enjoy that. There is some cool stuff on that. Also, YouTube, can you stop emailing me telling me now live on your channel and then a link to my video? I know I'm live on my channel. I set up the stream. I don't need you to tell me that I'm live on my channel. Huh. Vic's Crush, happy holidays, Levi. Love your stuff. Headed across the pond to the UK in a couple of months. Sending my passport off to renew today. Where are you from, Vic's Crush? So when it comes to, I'm going to talk bollocks while you're maybe responding to that. When it comes to transcribing this melody, of course, I'm going to be putting it in free time because he is floating all over the beat, right? And I think the thing that you have to think of when you're writing something like this out is, what does the melody to Jingle Bells actually look like? So if I just, as an aside, right, I'm just going to write this on a muted string. So, so there's the basic rhythm for Jingle Bells, right? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That is what I'm going to be thinking when I'm looking at Frank's thing, so I can try and get the melody when I'm writing it out on the page, so I can notate it in a way that, you know, things make sense. I would rather there be a lot more interpretation to the rhythms, and it look like Jingle Bells on the page, than to have either lots of odd length bars, or to have phrases be changing in the middle of bars or anything like that, you know? So we are going to focus on trying to get the melody to look something like the original. Now, if we listen to what Frank plays and look at, you know, the written melody, shall we say? So he's very, very liberal with that melody, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put markers in, but not bar markers. I'm going to put markers for each phrase of the melody, right? Because the first bar of this, ba, 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 we could consider that to be the first phrase in the melody. The second phrase, ba, 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 that's the second part of the melody. So if we just look at what Frank does... this whole section here, that could be considered, you know, like an embellishment, an ad lib, an extra 2 bars, 4 bars, or whatever, where he's just, you know, burning, which is cool. Bumblebess asks, do I have perfect pitch? Very good relative pitch. I do not have perfect pitch. I have relatively good relative pitch. I wouldn't say I have perfect relative pitch. Yeah, so, right. So now when I have that marked out like that, I think you have a better, you know, of course each one of these isn't a bar, but it gives us an idea of how to go about tackling, how to go about writing some of this stuff out. If you look at this melody, yeah, that's the speed. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm going to write this melody as ba, 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 ba. So he's pushing a little bit. Pushing, or pulling, I should say. Pulling with the rhythm. Now, of course, I'm just... So is he playing C there? Is he tuned... How is he tuned? Down a semitone? I love it. His guitar's not even in tune, which is wonderful. So I am going to pitch shift him so I'm in tune with him. So I've already done some EQing on this just to get rid of the bass, because actually if you listen to it without this, that just cleans that up just a little bit, just enough for it to be bearable. So let's deal with the tuning on this. So we want the note he plays. We can see very clearly he's playing the note B, right? So we're going to tune the video to make sure we are in tune with that. Okay, so we just tuned the video so it's in. So he is in tune with concert pitch rather than us having to, either retune our guitar to it or having to do things in a different order. Like they don't actually offer this as an option, tweaking the tuning in Guitar Pro. I'm not tweaking the tuning in Guitar Pro. I'm gonna tweak the original video, and then if really necessary, I might go in and I might put Frank's 50 or 51 cents sharp. Rick Beato's online. How's it going, man? Yeah, this is kind of cool. I like it. Ba 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 ba. Now I'm just going to ba 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 ba. What have we got going on here? Many people don't know what cents is in tuning. A hundredth of a semitone. You wish, and it happens, Dominic. Me and Rick have been talking about doing a collaboration for over a year now. This is what I'm going to mention now, this is like a very Rick thing to talk about. But I kind of dig what Frank does in the melody here. It's like a Scotch snap. That the high note with a quick pull off, which gives you that. It's like a bagpipe phrasing thing, and I can talk about that stuff because I live in Scotland. So now I'm just going to rethink that melody. Yeah. Da, da, da. Is that D to C? Bia, bia, da, bia. Bia, da, da. It's almost like that particular lick is what we're really here for, rather than the melody. Ba, 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 ba. I'm actually going to put that there. Ba, 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 ba. I hate guitar, bro. I hate it. I hate it. It's the worst thing in the world. Where the fuck is he playing? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, now the shred. So free time melodies like this, not crazy on them whatsoever. But when it comes to the the shreddier licks, it's easier to hear, right? Ba 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 ba. He doesn't play that F sharp there, he plays it there. Where's he play? Ba 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 ba. Whoops, F sharp. Huh. You won't play that there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Levi does not want Sibelius. Ba 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 ba. Ba do I want to do this? I'll put this in this bar. Who knows? Yeah, the problem with Sibelius is, Sibelius is a great piece of software, but it's not. How would I put this? It's not consumer friendly, right? I obviously work in the industry, so a piece of software that's aimed at me. Cool. And I can work in it and create files in it and then export those files as, a PDF or whatever for print, right? What that means is that the end user, the software is designed so that the end user will use a visual file, right? Something that's printed. And I don't see the value of that in 2019 as we head into 2020. I think that the end user wants something more interactive. I think the end user wants something that they can engage with rather than look at. And for that reason, I use Guitar Pro, because you can engage with Guitar Pro. Sibelius is literally 10 times the cost of Guitar Pro. So when I deliver something to a client using Guitar Pro, it's something they can open up, they can press play on, they can loop, they can work with, rather than just locking it behind some sort of £500 piece of software, and then you're essentially saying to them, well, you'll have to use. Why am I getting a warning for my bitrate? You'll have to use a PDF. I hate that idea of saying to a client, you get a lesser product. So what's he play here? What's he play there? He won't play that there. Does he play that there? That makes sense. Okay, this is a bit sucky, right? Do we want to do this? You put these as 5s. Yeah, this is like classic Frank in terms of vocabulary. I like stuff like this. I like putting pick directions in on things like this, because if you were gonna learn this, as I say, these are the whoops. Is he downstroke by for this? Up. That's actually a slide. Put a fermata on that. So now that, yeah, this is like something that we might actually learn from. Could go through. In fact, I am going to go through and put the picking directions on the shreddier lick. I hate the, when you play this, it's going to be 16th note stuff, right? So this would be up, up. Yeah. And then he would. How does he play that? Damn it. Yeah, you play it like that. It makes sense. An A for my Natural 5 music prelim. Oh, congratulations. Performance prelims first week back after Christmas. Play some Bach, Tarrega and stuff on guitar or whatever. Cool. Right. So now going back to the same idea, right? The second section, if you like, of Jingle Bells, we would expect it to go ba 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 ba, right? So we've got, essentially the same rhythmic motif, but we are just being a little bit more liberal with our interpretation of it. So let's write that in as. Put a fermata on that again. So yeah, being very liberal with the melody, but that's cool. If you wanted to learn something from this, there's definitely a lot you can learn, and we don't need to worry so much about the exact rhythmic replication of what Frank is doing. Or at least that's not the thing that I find massively interesting. Do I use code or any other direction symbols? You use those by pressing D, and then you have all of your options. Of course, I do use them. They are something I use from time to time, but I tend to be transcribing a lot of, solo guitar stuff, solos for people, and therefore, the repeat markings don't come in all that often. But if my general rule for transcription is use as little ink as possible. So if I can save some ink from a page, that's ideal. So we've got that same Scotch snap. Blah, 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 da, da. And we've got a shred line. That's such a frank line. Yeah, there's your basic idea. So time-wise, he's playing real slow there, but I'm still aiming to go for this. Dat, 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 dat. I want it to be as close to that as I can get it. Now we just want to get these picking directions in again. What is he doing there? How would he play that? This is obvious that he would play down, up, up. No. That's how that would be executed, but how would he execute this? Down, up. I mean, it's entirely possible. wouldn't be able to do that. Huh. This is very interesting. I'm having to rely on how good Guitar Pro can be when it, Transcribe can be when it slows things down. Just gonna grab a guitar. So what's he doing there? I think he just plays that straight, just alternate picks it. It's not the most difficult thing in the world to do. Yeah, I'm going to go straight alternate picking on that. So maybe with an up. That's interesting. Definitely interesting. To me, that's interesting. So then we would go. I don't. Something about this doesn't seem right to me. I don't think that's how Frank would play that type of thing, but. That's playable though. I wonder if we'll plug in here if we get volume. Let's find out. Oh, already got a cable in the guitar. Let's have a look. How fast does he play that? Just about get that. that's doable. I think that's doable. Put the first part of the melody in there. In there somewhere. Let's go back and look at the previous lick. See if we can take something from that. So that was I've switched between these like this. There's that first part of that. Then you have that typical Frank. Which I can't do at speed. I can do that. Same idea. Oh, look at that, Julian, super chat. Thank you very much, Julian. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I think this is relatively doable. Let me put some why is that? You know what? Got a nice amp, might as well use it. That's not the worst. That's doable. Yeah, that's totally doable. Okay, let's take another look at that first lick. See if we can make some sense of that. Oh, there's my cable. It's that part, isn't it? And then we have that. It's pull off there, isn't it? So what was it? I find those down, down, up, ups that Frank does quite tricky. Probably move that microphone. I think that's a totally achievable picking lick for me. Yeah. What tuning am I in that latest Instagram video? That is A melodic. So that is E, A, E, A, B, C sharp. Let's bring the tab up for anyone that's wondering. So that is not too difficult. I think you have your typical Frank. So I've definitely got something out of this. I can totally do that. Yeah, that's doable. I like that. Let's carry on. I kind of want to play that with him. I'd do that. Getting carried away. Ba 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 ba. Semitone drop, not a full tone drop. Alvaro, well, thank you very much for tuning in, man. No, I absolutely fucking hate what I've done with the rhythm for all of this. Absolute disaster. I just really want that. I want to do this lick. Where's he play that? Is that what he plays there? Okay, so what part do I like from this? Really, this lick here is what got me kind of back into listening to Frank. These descending threes that he does. It's essentially that, right? Let's bring myself up. It's essentially that. There's a couple of ways to practice it. You practice it with a triplet. Or that's the type of thing that Frank does. I'm terrible at it, but they grab my ear when he does them. I like them. That's very Frank, right? Very cool. Very good. Very cool. I'm just not very good at it. Really melodic phrases, like that little trill that he throws. Yeah, he's good at that. He puts those trills at the end of lines, and they're good. Michael Miller was just watching some Gambale. Always forgot he's Aussie. There he is. Yeah. I'm glad you're here, Hal. I'm glad you are here. We'll do this lick as well. This is cool. Yeah, he goes up to the 12. Do you play it there? Yeah, it does that. Let's take a look at that. So, yeah, again, it's that Frank Fives thing. Words to that effect. That's kind of a cool lick. I kind of like that. Anyone named Levi sure can sweep. Are there other good sweepers named Levi? Apparently I need more accuracy on that. I need access. Access? Accent? All right, that'll do. Fun times. This is how practice happens, right? I didn't actually intend to play any guitar when I came on today. I just wanted to get this Gambale thing transcribed. But, you know, transcription is a is a fun thing for that reason. You tend to, find something cool. You transcribe something cool. And then you spend 10 minutes adapting that thing that you found that was cool. And then before you know it, you've got something completely different. And you're just practicing something for the sake of practicing something, which is cool. I feel inspired. And yeah, that's me. So, let me see. I'll read these last comments, and then I'm going to head off. Watching Gambale videos, saw that. Remember the article of his in Guitar or Guitar Player years ago, where he went over those types of sweeps, way beyond my 14-year-old brain, yeah. Way beyond your 38-year-old brain. I know the feeling, man. Series on how to transcribe and tab. I've done a bunch of things like that. Great chops, Levi. Does the glitchy sound of slowed down clips bother you? No, not at all. Yeah, so I watched series 1 of Attack on Titan. Titan? That's not a word. Titan. Attack on Titan. And I was confused by the fact that somebody had my name. So yeah, I didn't really rate the series, to be honest. Sometimes you feel a simple riff convoluted with heavy keyboard is harder to hear than usual fast stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, Red. That's definitely the case. Right, for those wondering, here's the... Oh, don't want OBS in there. There we go. For those wondering, here's the Gambale thing. I'm going to put this up on my Patreon page shortly. In fact, let me save that. Jingle balls. For anyone that wants to learn some of that, that'll be there. Let me say a big thank you to supporters over on Patreon. I've been doing more live streams like this, and I'm going to keep doing more live streams like this. So, yeah. You want to check me out on Patreon, link in the description. If you don't, you can always head on over to Amazon, check out one of my books. Just have a look for Levi Clay. You will find my work. All of that stuff is appreciated. No shredding any of that stuff. I'm going to spend the rest of the day shredding now. I can feel it. But that's okay. I say that I've got a Skype lesson with one of my students in an hour, and we will probably do some stretchy pentatonic legato stuff because, you know, anything like that, good for the hands, right? Right, let me check for any last comments, then I'm going to head. Ramsey F, thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Much love. I will be back in a few days. I'll stream at some point, and yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. This was fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again. Much love. Bye.